Flo has asked, how do I expect industry demand for junior level jobs to change with the rise of AI programming tools? Okay. So, and how have the programs adapted to these industry changes? So this is a question everybody asks. I expect junior level jobs to be less junior, for lack of a better way to say that. So this has been a raging debate around everywhere, and I don't have a crystal ball, but it counter to some of the rhetoric, particularly by vendors, I don't think that practitioners using AI tools will need to know less. In fact, I believe they will need to know more because of the ability of AI to generate what look to be competent, complex solutions that hide hallucinations or errors. And so the skill set will increase is one. And then the focus to a certain extent will change. So this has always been the case, but that you need to focus on the ability to read and understand systems, examine and understand them, and then there might be a slight de-emphasis on generating new systems. But the reality is this has always been the case. You spend far more time reading code, examining systems than you do actually generating the solution systems already. So this is just doubling down on that process. And the other question is, how have we adapted to these changes? We are in constant conversations about what does this mean. So there are a couple of questions that aren't here. We've contemplated the industry changes. So we've been examining a bunch of the tooling surrounding this. In fact, once you're an academic user, a bunch of the AI providers will give you free subscriptions. So we know they're being used, faculty are using them. And we are looking at the changing programs to emphasize that understanding aspect. So having people grapple with seeing large dumps of solutions, explaining how they work, being questioned about them. The other thing that is not in your question that we're adapting with is it's looking like that the AI systems don't just have impact on industry, they have an impact on the individuals that are using them, particularly students. So we are contemplating diverging a little bit and employing systems for learning that might not mirror the ones in industry because we need to optimize for learning, and that might not be possible in an AI environment. Meaning, when you go to learn something, the goal is not to produce an artifact, it's to learn a thing, right? We don't want the program, we want you to go through the process of having to create and understand the software you're looking at and writing a piece of software. So it's something we're looking at all the time. Some of the changes are subtle, and some of them will be more structural moving forward. Again, what is going to be the impact on industry? That's asking for forecasting that we'll see what we can do with that. So hopefully, Flo, I appreciate that it's not the cut and dry answer you're looking for, but it's the best we can do. And I don't know if I thumbs up. Okay. With respect to the CIT, this is from Shamir again. With respect to the CIT diploma, do you integrate AI skills throughout the program? So I'm going to say yes, with caveats. So our students are using AI all the time, and any educator that tells you they're not is lying. So whatever skills those are would not be. We are beginning to, and having been forced to grapple with what we think the key AI skills are. So the big one is the ability to establish validity in looking at an answer, because the AIs have the ability, or what they do is they speak with authority and provide answers that are like truthy. They look good, but they might not be. And the onus is on the user. In fact, all of the legal boilerplate warns you of this all the time. It's like you're responsible for whatever you have to use, whatever this AI spits out, you have to figure it out. So we begin the process from the orientation to say the answers generated by AIs are X. The other thing we do is we have introductions to all of the technologies behind the AI. So we are not a machine learning program, because I'm assuming you're talking about a large language model. There are alternative AI methodologies that have existed since the 60s, but that's the big one. So this safe handling of AIs and how it can optimize is handled. Basic looking behind the curtain to a certain degree of how it works is handled. This is an ongoing concern, and particularly right now, it seems to be at the top of everybody's mind, and we are continuing to work on it. The bigger challenge is how to facilitate AI usage and learning without short-circuiting the learning process. And we are not alone in how to figure this out.